Game 3 at Kauffman Stadium, and thankfully we have much drier and warmer conditions this afternoon in Kansas City.
The Royals are looking for their first sweep on an opening homestand since 2015.
Cole Reagans, who hopes to put last Friday behind him, making his home debut this afternoon.
Well, the Royals ace looking to bounce back from his opening day start down in Atlanta, and really bounce back from missing some time last season. He is exactly what the Royals need.
Changeup. One down.
Well, the longer you stay in the at-bat, the more likely it is you're going to get a Cole Reagans changeup, and it's always a great one.
Here is Luke Keyshaw at the plate.
Once again, the payoff from Reagans, and it's lined up the middle. On the shortstop side is India, throws not in time.
And it's an infield hit for Luke. And here's Matt Wallner with 2 outs.
Into center field, and Isbell is there. So the Twins make Reagans work. It was a long inning, but a scoreless inning.
Let's take a look at Taj Bradley. Last season with 2 teams, Tampa Bay and Minnesota, 6-8, 27 starts, an ERA just above 5. He came over to the Twins at the trade deadline in exchange for Griffin Jacks.
So 1 down for Witt.
Struck him out with a cutter. So 2 down. First strikeout for Taj today.
Caratini, switch hitting catcher, first baseman, leads off. He's 4 out of 15 for the season.
A 1-0 line to left field, and that's a base hit for Victor Caratini, making himself right at home here at Kauffman Stadium. So the leadoff man's aboard.
Then up comes Cody Clemens.
Up the middle, and that's into right center field. Caratini is going to make the turn and run on Thomas, and that's a perfect throw to third base.
Well, this Twins offense got a little bit of action going last night, maybe trying to do too much early on in this one here. You see it's a hard base hit, and what was the key? Lane Thomas came in hard, anticipating having to make a throw. Caratini maybe hoping to catch him off guard, but Lane Thomas with a perfect strike.
2-strike pitch is swung on and missed. So that was a miserable at bat for Josh Bell for sure.
Runner at second. Now it's Royce Lewis's turn with 2 outs. 1-1, swung and a miss. He's off speed. That knuckle curve, and the ball thrown into center field. Clemens takes the turn at third, and he's going to score standing up, and the Twins receive a gift from Sal Perez and the Kansas City Royals. Here in the second, they lead at 1-0.
The throw to second was high and on into center field, and when Clemens reached third, he rounded third and slowed down, then realized the ball was in the outfield, sprinted for home.
Salvi's there tapping his chest, and that's on me.
2 gone. Kyle Isbell steps to the plate now. He was 4 for 4 last night.
And that's hard hit and sinking and down for a hit. Kyle Isbell is 9 out of 15. He is hitting .600.
Wouldn't you know, the first base run of the afternoon. It's a line drive, 102 miles per hour off his bat. Give these Royals a chance for a 2-out rally again.
Isbell runs, and Michael takes in the dirt. And with 2 outs and nobody on, the Royals get a single and a walk in front of Bobby Witt Jr. It's always worth stopping and watching when Bobby Witt Jr. comes to the plate, but I'm curious about this at-bat because while he struck out, he had some really good swings against Bradley. He was right on him.
Now the 2-2. He struck him out looking at 100 miles an hour. Second time we have seen triple digits from Taj Bradley this season. We saw it in Baltimore, and now it appears here at the K, locking up Witt to end the inning.
So it'll be Vinny, Salvi, and Caglione in the bottom of the 4th inning. Belted into right field. That was loud, and a good at-bat for Vinny. And the Royals have their leadoff man on. 104 off the bat. It's much easier to see pass watch today than it was last night.
1 away. And that brings up Kaggs, who's 0 for 1 today.
Left side. And the play is going to have to be to first base, and it pops out of Clemens' glove. Vinny Pasquantino was running hard, and you could tell that Gray's first instinct was to go to second, but there was no play.
And it's up to Isaac Collins. First and second, 2 outs now. Royals down 1-0, bottom of the 4th.
Grounded sharply. Keyshaw got a glove on it, and he keeps it close enough for Vinny to have to hold at third base.
That is the second infield hit in this inning. And the Twins keep opening the door a little bit wider for the Royals.
So Thomas will bat with the bases loaded. The Royals fans to get behind Lane Thomas.
Once again, the 1-2 to Thomas. Check swing, did he? He did! One around, and Bradley on a cutter strikes out Thomas. and the Royals leave the maximum.
Number 6 for Cole Reagans today. So after the leadoff walk, he's gotten the next 2. And now the number 9 hitter, Tristan Gray.
Clemens went on first movement. Salvi's throw is to the third base side, but Bobby Witt Jr. swipes across the bag and gets Clemens, who looks like he's hurt.
Head first sliding, and he is in some discomfort right now. He is on his feet, and he's got a pretty good gash on his nose. The Twins challenged the call at second base.
As he was reaching there, instead of sliding and both of the palms sliding on the dirt, the left arm buckled and went behind him. When that happens, man, that's got faceplant written all over it. Well, the audio isn't working, but we know what a pump of the right fist means. It is a caught stealing. The inning is over. Cole Reagans and Taj Bradley have allowed a combined 1 run on 8 hits over 5 innings.
Fastball dots the low outside corner. Called strike 3. Gray's down looking. Sent back into the third base dugout on 3 pitches. 7 Ks for Reagans.
You know what you've thrown the hitter. You know where you've attacked him. You know where his holes are. You can have the kind of outcomes that Cole Reagans has had to start off the 6th inning.
Back-to-back Ks for Reagans. 8 total today. And now there are 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Hit hard the other way. Thomas is back, and he's got it. Yes, no call yet from an umpire. And now Thomas shows them the ball, and he takes an extra base hit with 2 outs away from Byron Buxton.
Well, Lane Thomas has been a factor defensively this afternoon. A spectacular play going to the wall. Byron Buxton, tip of the cap.
2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, and that brings up Jonathan India.
Fly ball center field hit well, sending Buxton back, still going. Byron will make the play.
The Royals have been held scoreless through 6 innings by Taj Bradley.
John Schreiber is on for the Minnesota 8th inning and gets the lower third of the order.
Yeah, there's ball 4. So Schreiber upset, and Bell draws the walk.
And the Twins have a leadoff base runner.
Royce Lewis 0 for 2 today. 2 at-bats against Reagan, struck out twice.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Left field. Collins came in. Now racing back. It's over his head, and it's off the base of the wall. Collins bobbles it briefly. Bell lumbering into third. It's a double for Royce Lewis. Twins are at second and third now with nobody out here in the 8th inning. And Collins has made all the plays in this series, Andy, but that one had a little spin on it and it rode up over his head.
Yeah, he got late jump on it. Didn't take his eyes off the ball. That was hit hard.
1 away, and it will be up to Austin Martin, but it's not going to be Martin. It's going to be Trevor Larnach.
And the Royals are convinced that Larnach is going to pull the ball, and now with the count 2-0, they're just going to put him on.
And load the bases for Byron Buxton. Schreiber better against righties than lefties. A swing and a fly ball into center field. Isbell in the sun coming in. He'll make the catch. Bell will tag. He will head home, and Isbell's throw is way up the line. It's a sac fly from Byron Buxton, and the Twins take a 2-0 lead.
So the leadoff walk comes home to roost. Byron did the job.
So both Garcia and Witt not trying to be the hero, not trying to pull the ball over the fence. They went with pitches that were designed to go the other way.
And the Royals have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now up comes Pasquantino, and he represents the go-ahead run.
Wallner gets into position. Garcia tags. Here he comes. Wallner does the smart thing and plays it to second. So the Royals are on the board, but with Vinny at the plate, Minnesota will take that as the first out of the inning, and it's 2-1.
He can smell an RBI. He can smell a sacrifice fly. It was just a couple of years ago that he tied a Royals single-season record with 13 sacrifice fly.
Wallner leads off against Steven Cruz, right-hander, who is on the mound for the Royals.
Line to left center field, slicing deep in the alley. Back it goes, and that is gone. Matt Wallner. Opposite field, solo home run, and the Twins quickly regain a 2-run lead.
There's your insurance. It's 3-1 Minnesota. And Danny, for the first time in the series, the fence is moving in and getting shorter, turns into a run. So 1 out for Clemens.
Clemens sends it high and deep to left field, sending Collins to the wall, and that is gone.
And Cody Clemens smacks an opposite field home run, and the Twins now lead at 4-1 with their second long ball off of Steven Cruz here in the 9th inning. First of the year for Cody Clemens, and how about the opposite field power, Danny?
And the lead is now 3 here in the 9th inning. Still 1 out. Josh Bell wants in. And he will get in. Wow, this is crushed out to right. Back it goes, and that is gone. Josh Bell is homered in back-to-back days. Make that 3 home runs for the Twins here in the 9th inning. It is now 5-1.
The one that he threw to Clemens was off the plate away, and Clemens redirected it the opposite field. This was a slider that was right down the middle, and it hung.
Wallner, Clemens, and now Bell all go deep, and the Twins open up a 4-run lead.
Twins trying to return home on a high note for tomorrow's home opener at Target Field.
Justin Topa, no longer a save situation, has the ball.
Tyne runs now in the on-deck circle, and it's Kyle Isbell in the on-deck circle. And nobody's out, and Lane Thomas is the hitter.
Ground ball is short. Twins have a chance. 2nd for 1. Keyshaw's return, and there's the ground ball double play.
The Twins are an out away from a road win here in Kansas City.
Twins looking to win today, not just to avoid being swept, but to avoid the worst start to begin a season since 2016. Topa's 0-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging, and this one is over. And the Twins win the series finale. 5-1 the final score.